So this video is going to cover how to bisect a line segment. And so this is the first one where we're not copying anything. So all we're going to need to start off with is a line segment of some length. And you're going to want to make sure you have the endpoints on it. I'll go ahead and label those A and B. Now we'll talk about why this one works as we go here. This is a new conjecture that we'll need to get written down. So the steps for this one are going to be a little bit different than before. The first thing you're going to do is set your compass so it's just over halfway past the segment. It doesn't need to be super far past halfway, but make sure you know for sure that it's past halfway. So if I estimate that halfway is about there, I'm definitely past it there. Then all we're going to do is make an arc that goes through the line segment like that, flip our compass around to the other endpoint, and make an arc that goes through the compass or through the line segment like that. The one thing that has to happen is it has to intersect twice. Then I just go ahead and connect the dots. I'm going to draw my bisector through these 2 points. And this is what we call a perpendicular bisector. Okay, and what that means is it does 2 things for us. This is the midpoint of our line segment. It cuts it in half exactly, so I've got 2 congruent pieces, and it also creates a perfect 90-degree angle. Now, why does that work? What we create here when we do this is we create points that we know are the same distance from both endpoints. So I know that that is the same, and I know I should do dashed lines, and I know that those are the same. So kind of like last time here, take a look. We're basically constructing here congruent triangles, right? You see that? We've got that side, and then the shared side, that side, and then the shared side. All 3 sides are equal, so these 2 triangles are equal, which tells us that these pieces here have to be the same. What this comes down to is something that we're going to call the perpendicular bisector conjecture. And this is something that I definitely want you to put down in that blue conjecture packet. Okay? And what it says is that all points on the perpendicular bisector of a segment are equidistant from the endpoints. And that's exactly what we did to create this perpendicular bisector. We created a point here that was equidistant from the endpoints. We created a point here that was equidistant from the endpoints, drew a line straight through it, and that is basically the perpendicular bisector conjecture. Now let's go ahead and do it one more time without all of this stuff. Actually, let's switch over to the computer and do it on there. So on the computer, we're going to need the exact same thing. We're going to need a segment. I'm going to put mine right in the middle now because I'm not copying it. I'm just bisecting this. I will need my compass. So we'll drag it over first, put it on that line, that point there. And again, just past halfway. If you think that's about halfway, that's good. Make sure you lock it. You have to lock it this time because we've got to be able to flip it around. So we make an arc that goes through like so. Now we're going to move the compass over to the other end. And to flip the compass around again, make sure it's locked. Just drag the pencil over to the other side. Now we can make our arc that goes through there. The only requirement is that they cross twice. Okay. Then I can use my straight line. You can certainly use the ruler if you wanted to, but that's a little annoying. Use my straight line to connect the dots. And I've found the midpoint right there. That's my midpoint. And I've also created a 90-degree angle. So that one's probably the easiest construction of all of them, I think. You don't even have to draw anything new. Most people are really comfortable with this one. So the next video you're going to watch is going to talk about how to take this kind of construction and use it to bisect an angle instead of a line segment.